It had been happening for 14 nights. They had the footage to prove it. What they did not have was an explanation. Until the morning, the explanation arrived and nearly took everything with it. Clover was a 7-year-old golden retriever, 58 pounds, the kind of dog who had aged into a particular gentleness. She moved more slowly than she once had, slept more deeply, was less startled by things that had startled her at 2. She was, in every observable way, exactly the dog she had always been, steady, warm, content. Except for 3 a.m., Anna and Will Nakashima had installed a baby monitor with a wide-angle night vision camera when Rowan came home. Standard practice, they checked the recording each morning while having coffee, fast-forward, scan, confirm nothing unusual, put the phone down. On night 3, they noticed Clover in the corner of the frame, standing near the crib. They had not seen her go in. She was just there, still in the greenish night vision light, face toward the crib rail. Will said, "Huh. When did she start doing that?" They couldn't say. They watched the footage more carefully the next morning. She had come in at 3:04 a.m., stood at the crib, stayed for 40 minutes, and gone back to her bed. Anna said, "That's actually sweet." It was sweet for approximately 4 more days. By night 8, something about the footage had shifted from sweet to something neither of them had a word for. Not alarming, not wrong, just the consistency of it, the precision. 3:04 a.m., not 2:30, not 3:45. The same position, same duration, same stillness. Not a dog who wandered in and happened to stand near the crib, a dog who arrived at a time and stayed for a purpose. Will said, "Does she know something?" Anna, a pediatric radiologist with 11 years of clinical practice, said, "That's not how it works." She believed that. She also started watching the baby monitor live instead of in fast forward. If you stay for stories about what animals sense before we do, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. On night 14, Clover did not come at 3:04 a.m. She came at 1:50, 1 a.m. Not walking, moving with a speed Anna had not seen from her in 2 years. She went directly to the crib, rose up on her rear legs with both front paws on the rail, and put her face over the side. Then she made a sound. Not a bark. A sound below a bark. A vibration that came from somewhere in her chest and lasted 4 full seconds. Anna was sitting up in bed before it ended. She went to Rowan's room. Clover was still at the rail. Her posture was not watching. It was different from 14 nights of watching, different in a way that Anna felt in her body before her brain processed it. She reached into the crib. Rowan's skin was cool. His chest was moving, but the movements were too far apart. She called 911 and started infant rescue breathing at the same time. Rowan was diagnosed with a brief resolved, unexplained event, formerly called APNEA of infancy, that night. He was 7 weeks old. The episode resolved with intervention and he was stable within the hour. But Dr. Yemi Adebayo, the neonatologist on call, was very specific with his language when he sat down with Will and Anna. He said, "These events can progress rapidly in very young infants. Without prompt intervention, the window for a full recovery narrows quickly." He paused. "You got him in time. The margin was close. Has your dog ever done something that made no sense until it was the only thing that made sense? Tell us in the comments." Later, Anna asked the question she had been holding. She described the 14 nights, the 3:04 a.m. arrivals, the 40-minute vigils. The precision that had felt like it meant something even before she would let herself say it out loud. Dr. Adebayo listened. Then he said, "There is documented research on dogs detecting pre-apneic breath changes in infants. Shifts in CO2 and respiratory compound concentrations that precede an event by minutes to hours. It's not mainstream clinical knowledge yet, but the olfactory basis for it is solid." He looked at the monitor footage they showed him. Night 14, Clover arriving 90 minutes early, moving differently. He said, "Your dog changed her response the night the pattern changed. That is not coincidence." Will sat in the hospital family room for a long time without speaking. He was thinking about night 8, when he had asked Anna if the dog knew something. He was thinking about what Anna had said back. He was thinking about how right they had each been, and how close those 2 rights had come to making something very wrong. They drove home at dawn. Clover was at the front door. She walked to Rowan's carrier and stood at it and inhaled once, long, slow, the same way she had done every night for 2 weeks. Anna let her. Rowan is 3 months old now. He has a cardiorespiratory monitor. The Nakashimas kept the baby monitor footage from those 14 nights. They have watched it many times. Clover still comes at 3:04 a.m. The monitor catches her every time. She stands at the rail for 40 minutes and then returns to her bed. Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones who never asked for anything in return. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. Anna stopped saying, "That's not how it works." She does not have better language yet. She is working on it.